Lorcana Set Championships is one of the most exciting times to be a Lorcana player. Your locals experience becomes elevated to something a little more exciting. Players come to battle their hearts out to win a coveted Set Champion promo card, or maybe a mat to go with it. Many people come prepared with a deck that they have spent hours playtesting, and with more and more product being available, it's never been easier to complete your deck by buying singles for the game. However, what if that was too easy? For the Azurite C Set Championship season, myself and my friend Vo are going to be competing to be the first to get a coveted Scar Set Championship card with only sealed product. Starting with 2 of the newest starter deck and $40 a week, we will be opening sealed product to build the most competitive deck that we can. The rules are simple. No buying singles. We can make a single trade a week, with a 2-for-1 trade being the most that we can grab, and a budget of $40 a week to buying whatever sealed product we can, with leftover cash being rolled into next week. And oh yeah, at the end of each week, whoever has the better win rate that week gets to make an extra trade. Let's jump right into the Zero to Hero Azurite Siege Challenge.
Well, let's see how blessed I can be. Let's see how blessed one could be. I don't think I'm as blessed as Mr. Short Name Guy over here. Dude, Oswald and a sale immediately. Yeah. Yeah, he is. Well, don't worry, guys. I got a thievery. Yo, I got my homie Chip actually. Heathcliff. Yo, 2 Calhouns would be crazy.
It would be.
Sisu. We got Twin Fire. We got Institute Technology. First uncommon, we got Grand Councilwoman. Okay. Alien Synergy. We got a Prince Philip uncommon. Hiro Hamada. Alright, first rare. Oh, okay. A Hades. That card's pretty cool. But like, I don't think it's quite the value we're looking for here. Oh, another rare. We got Nani. All right, and then we got a foil chip. All right, we got 2 chips. We got 2 chips in this pack. All right, look at that.
My foils were uncommon. I were common, so.
Tale of 2 chips. Well, I beat you there on the foil game already.
You did.
These cards feel so much thicker, dude. I love that.
The first set always usually feels kind of.
That's true. All right, no, next up, number 2. Can we beat the Oswald? Yo, if we get Maui Shark, that'd be sick. That's what we need right now. Oh man. Oh, we got Kakamora. I'm gonna have 4 of those already. And a Rue. Okay, well, commons did not pay dividends for me. Hepalumps and Woozles. We got a Genie. Jim Hawkins. That card's very good.
That's a good card.
Oh, we got our own sale. So we got the sale. We got a Scrump. Tap one of your characters, chosen character gets -2 until next turn. Card's bad, but maybe I have to play it. Jasmine. I think there's 2 in the starters already, unfortunately. He's so big. All right, first rare. Oh, I think it works. I think there's only 1 in the back, so I think I can at least make a 3rd.
Yeah.
Legendary.
You got legendary, John.
Legendary, yo.
Legendary.
Here we go.
Maui. Oh.
It's Jasmine. It's not.
Maui.
Dude, I was foaming. And then good job. Hey, good job.
Maui would have been the craziest thing. Maui
So,
would have wanted.
yeah, dude. Yeah, I got a Jasmine. It's trade bait. We're happy with that. It is trade bait. That's hilarious. Yep. Got our packs. So like, I got a Jasmine Legendary, which is not very usable for me right now.
She's currently $12.
Currently $12. I mean, I can trade a lot for that. That's almost a Clarabelle. This Thievery actually might go on the deck. These chips are like okay too.
Character. If you use ship to play, return all exotic characters to the player's hands. Okay.
Well, so ironically, we could go like Emerald Ruby. There's like 4 Jasmines in.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So these are like our playable cards here.
Okay, recording.
All right, folks. First best of 3 done. Your homie took it with the Pirates. Arg, as they say. We got a free little bonus pack. We're gonna open and see if we get anything. Hopefully something better than my initial 2. Though I'm not really sure what I want. Oh, we got a Pirate. We got our 7th Michael Darling. Oh, here, let me open it like this. Yeah, we got our Jumbo Pop. Oh my gosh, another Rue. That's our 8th one. Yago. Alistair Cray. He plays character with okay. Kakamora, it's a pirate. We got Mickey Mouse that likes Plutos. Another Jasmine. Oh, Nelly. Hiro Hamada. Got a Mystical Tree. And then we got a Scar. Oh, hold up. Oh, this card's like actually like decently playable in the Ruby. Ole. That might go on the deck here. We got a foil. Prepare for battle. Prepare your bot. So we're in the car now. We're on our way to Target. Right now, there is a prime deal going on at Target right now that's going to benefit us a lot. Hopefully Vo doesn't realize it either, but if he does, that's okay. I wouldn't be shocked if he realized it, honestly. So we're on our way to Target, specifically with our $50 budget to pick up gateways. Lorcana Gateway 2-player starter decks. So if you don't know what's in those, basically there's 2 different starter decks in there with a bunch of like 1 and 2 of cards to help like 2 new people who've never played the game before kind of figure out how to play the game. And there's some good cards in there. For both, there's a Ruby Sapphire deck and an Amber Amethyst deck. We can use cards from both of those decks. There's like Super Goofs. There's decent like Ruby removal. There's like Dragonfire that we could probably use for a little while here if we want to. But mainly on the Amber side, there's Piglet Pooh Pirate Captain, which is probably one of the best pirates we could probably play on our deck right now. We're going to pick up a couple of these gateways. There's also like Stitch Rockstar that we could put in our deck for now. I'm still not super sold if we're going to go the Ruby Amber route the whole way. But I think it's important, at least for the first few weeks, to have something decently playable so that we can try to like go up on trades here, if that makes sense. So we're going to go with the Target now, and I'll see you guys there. All right.
Alright, and we're back from Target. We came back with our load of goodies, with our $50 for the budget. We stocked up on the Disney Lorcana 2-player gateways, and these had a special. So we didn't just get 1 or 2. We got 3. Can't even fit them all on the webcam. We got 3 of these bad boys, which seems a little crazy, I won't lie. But I think for what we want in the beginning of this challenge, we want some decent early power. And I think this is where we're going to find some good stuff here. There's a lot of early staples in this set right here. It's essentially 2 decks versus for the price of 1 starter deck, at least for what we got them for Target. And so we're going to use a lot of the Ruby and the Amber cards that you're going to find in here. I don't know if we're going to stick to Ruby Amber Pirates or if we're going to stick to that color pairing this whole time. But I think the early on boost we can get from this is going to help us later on. So this leads us to about $37 on our budget. So we had 12 more. So of course we're going to supplement with 2 set 6 Azurite C booster packs. Try to find some more pirate support here. So I'll open these for later. First we're going to go through the gateway here. Now if you've ever gone through a gateway, there's a bunch of little ditties here to help you learn how to play. There's a guidebook on how to play. A little guide on your deck of choice. There's a Ruby Sapphire deck or an Amber Amethyst deck. If you won't need these, nice neat little dials here. I've never even seen these before. It's kind of fun. I'm gonna put these all to the side here. There's a big old cardboard mat, which is crazy. Our Ruby Sapphire deck here and our Amber Amethyst deck. It's not the full deck. They have these little ordered packs for each deck that you're supposed to open after playing a couple of games with the initial decks to teach you how to play. That's neat. We're gonna put this all off to the side here, and we're gonna go through some of the cards we're gonna play with here. Starting with, we're gonna go with the Amber Amethyst. There's a really key card in here. I don't know if it's gonna be in this first pack. Oh boy. Alright, we're gonna get some sizzies here. We got a couple packs to bust open here. Now we got 3 of these gateways because a lot of these cards in here are kind of like singletons. Singletons are 2-outs for the most part. I don't think there's anything that's a 3 of in this gateway. So we got some Amethyst cards here. Got some decent little. Let me turn this around here for you. Got some Amethyst cards here. Some Piglets. See some like generic like 2-drops here. Decent little aggressive cards here. There's a couple 2-ups here, yeah. Now, for the most part, all these cards that we're looking at right now, we're probably not going to use. We might actually use the Stitch because of the card that does come in here. We have Stitch Rockstars in this set. So Merlin Rabbit here. That's actually crazy. I didn't even know that was in here. So just like a lot of generic set 1 through 3 vanillas here. Really want to find the one card. It's mainly one card that we're really excited for here. So we're going to put all this amber stuff off to the side here. And we can go over more of the amber cards that we're going to be playing with later here. So back one, there it is. Piglet Poo Pirate Captain. This is one of the best aggressive cards ever printed in the game. And it fits our deck unbelievably well. It is an amber card, so of course we can play it. And specifically, it's a pirate and it's a captain. So this card gets to trigger Moana, so we can start challenging with our 1-drop Moana. And because it's a pirate, we can use the 2-drop Kakamora that gives a pirate evasive, and you can play that turn 3 after playing this Piglet to go ahead and give him evasive during till the start of our next turn, giving us more questing power out of this card. I think realistically, we're going to want more Wendy Darlings as our 2-cost aggressive card, but we only started with 2, and it is a rare. So I think guaranteing like 3 of these from our 3 gateways is going to help so much in the beginning with at least like powerful plays our deck can make. We have Part of Your World and World's Greatest Criminal Mind, Lost in the Woods, Hakuna Matata, 2 friends on the other side if we ever want to pivot to Amethyst is really important here. Reflection, awful card. We have a couple red cards here. Now we have this Ariel, which gives one of our guys evasive. If we sing a song, it's probably not going to be played. Teeth Inhibitions is like a decent little removal spell we can play. You Can Fly has been phased out. Go to Distance is not bad. But the card we're most excited about is this Piglet Poo Pirate Captain and a couple generic other amber cards we're going to be able to play here. Put these off. Let's check out. Let's open the Ruby Sapphire little mini deck here real quick, because there are a couple of Ruby cards that we're looking for as well that will help. This here. I got a cool little do not shuffle sign. Of course, we're going to shuffle and not care about that. We have some, Anna, some Mickeys, some stuff like that. And again, similar to the other ones, we just have some vanilla Ruby cards here. Card holders, there it is. Super Goof. This card's going to be really good here as well, because we're kind of playing essentially an aggressive deck right now. This Super Goof is going to help us close out the game. It's a rush character. That's what we love to see. And it's going to help us. I think it's going to help lean into our strategy. It's not a pirate, but I think it's going to be fine. It's good, just a good card to play. We have a Con here. It's not ever going to be played. Folly, Sisu. Some Webby Vanderduck. This Minnie Mouse is a 1/3. That's like potentially reasonable to be playing here. This Elsa is not good. He's got a sword, hilarious. Another Elsa. Another Minnie Mouse here. So mainly Super Goof in that pile there. Well, I'll go ahead and put the rest of the Ruby cards there. Let's go to pack number 2 from the gateway. All right, pack number 2. We have Mickey Mouse, leader of the band, has support and on-play give someone support. Might not be a bad card to be playing early on. Record player, Dingle Hopper. Lantern might be pretty good as well to be playing. I don't know if we have like any like guys we're gonna be looking to play from the Lantern per se, but I think it's something to like keep in mind. A couple of more Amethyst and Sapphire cards here. There's another good one. Medallion Weights. It's an item. It gives us a boost in attack. It's draw power. Pretty solid for the beginning here. Vitalosphere is not bad. Shield and Sumerian Talisman. Decent little items that we could potentially play. I think the Medallion Weights has the most benefit right now. And something, because we also lack draw, and I think this could be something that could help give us some draw power in the game that we needed to. And of course, this Lantern just good aggressive decks here. I think you can see for this game we have a lot of just pretty solid cards, all things considering. Not like, no like legendaries or anything like that, but they don't have Rapunzel, unfortunately. But for what it's worth, it's hard to go wrong with some of the cards from this set here. We have Bodyguard Pluto, not a bad amber card here. And of course, here's our other big guy here, Stitch Rockstar. He's been kind of phased out for the most part in the game because of cards like Madame Medusa. But for where we're at, I think he's like not a bad boss monster to have in our deck. Considering our boss monsters are like Jim Hawkins, who doesn't really do a whole lot for the most part, to be completely honest. This paired with Piglet and Lantern gives us some nice aggressive edge to our deck that we didn't necessarily have before. And this is a great card to have for like all of our beefy one-cost cards like Moana and Wendy Darling. Just all around, just a really solid card to add to the deck here. Nani, decent bodyguard. We have more Rampant Pluto, which might be worth considering. We got Mims, some other Sapphire Shift cards. We got a Minnie Mouse, Wide-Eye Diver, and 2 Tigers. I don't think these will see play. The Tigers maybe, if we need more evasive answers, potentially. But again, the Amber cards I think really stand out in this for the most part. And then our last pack here, we have a Bernard, which I don't know, it's not super exciting. I don't think we're going to be playing him. Lets you ready a character at the end of your turn if he's exerted. Might be like an okay little extra piece of aggression. It could ready a Piglet or a Rockstar. Be okay, actually. I'll consider it. Cogsworth, I think he's not as good as Owl here, so we're probably not going to play him. Big Vanilla, Mr. Snoops. This card is not bad. This Minnie Mouse super rare. Lets you take out a character when you play it with 5 strength or more. It's World's Greatest Criminal Mind on a stick and on a bodyguard. Something that we might consider here. The Uninkable is kind of tough though. More vanillas. We got Mama Odie. We got a fox here. It's crazy. There's fox in this deck, man. It's absolutely crazy. We got snakes, fox, and rabbit. But there's no Merlin crab or Merlin goat, unfortunately, which I think actually hampers this if you're trying to go for like amethyst. Some decent sapphire cards. Intellectual Powerhouse Gaston is not bad. And then we got a last of Ruby cards. We got a Stitch Abomination, 2 Nessus, and a Dragonfire. So we got some unconditional removal. We got another big boss in Stitch, which might not be the worst to play in the beginning here per se. Our beginning deck is probably going to look less like Amber Ruby Pirates and more like Amber Ruby good cards, at least with what we're adding here, because we got 3 of these specifically. So we're going to be able to add like 3 Rockstars, 3 Piglets. It's not bad. I was debating on getting a 4th, but I think I was happy with 3 ofs for now. So that's all the cards we're getting from the gateway here. So move these non-conditional colors on the side here. For the most part, a lot of these cards probably won't see play, except for like going through the cards that are going to see a lot of play. Potentially this Bernard, the Rockstar, of course, will see play. The Plutos, maybe. I don't think we're going to play these though, because we have some pretty decent like early attackers, which aren't bad. These Nanis might not be bad. The Lantern's pretty solid. We're not playing Dingo Hopper. And of course the Piglets. And then these 2 might be okay in the beginning as well. The Lost in the Woods and the World's Greatest Criminal Mind. We don't have we have a couple support cards in the deck, so we might be able to like leverage this for inkable removal. That's also a song. And Lost in the Woods just could be a good like aggressive line if we need to have like a key to a type effect on our board. And it's again a song. Songs are powerful. And then the Stitch, of course, because we're going to be playing the Rockstars. We have to have our shift target. There is also the 2-drop, which might be okay to run instead. Just because the more of these types of 1-drops you run, our Wendy Darling gets less powerful, so we actually might want to consider running these instead. But it probably is just going to be the new dogs. And then, we might actually consider playing this Mickey Mouse as well. Just for the sole purpose of he's got decent stats, being a 3/3 that quests for 2. Right now, 3/3s seem to be like a really impactful number in the game, at least looking at the metagame right now. And so having a 2-cost character that quests for 2, that's a 3/3, might be worth running. It might not make the cut again. We have that one Mickey Mouse that gets +2 at a location and make it a 4/4, but only quests for 1, and we need a location, so this just might be generically a little bit better. But for the most part, this is like a decent little Amber upgrade that we get to put into our deck right away. And then of course the Ruby cards. I think there's a lot less Ruby cards that we wanted in here than the Amber ones. But Dragonfire could definitely be very playable here. The Nessus might see play. I don't think so though. Maybe the Stitch here. Maybe the Tigger. But for the most part, we wanted this Medallion Weights, maybe the Vitalosphere, and the Super Goof is definitely like the cards that we were most excited about to pull from here. Again, the 1/3s might be worth playing, but I don't think so. Oh, and Teeth Inhibitions. Teeth Inhibitions is pretty good too. Something that our deck could potentially run if we need to. We did pull that Scar, the super rare Scar, that's Teeth Inhibitions on a 3 Luring Body, which might be even better than playing this for the most part. But it's another consideration nonetheless, and something that I'm happy to at least put into our pool of cards over the course of the game. Something that'll give us a nice little boost of consistency. And of course, we don't look good super goofed into the game, right? All right. So that is our gateway. I have 2 more. I'll open them off screen, obviously. But of course, we get to the exciting part. We got 2 packs here. 2 Azurite C packs. Cards we're looking for here, mainly pirates, right? We would love to see another Wendy Darling. I would love to see potentially, if we want to pivot to steel, I'm also considering a steel pivot right now from going to Ruby Steel instead of Ruby Amber. We might want to go into the Mickey Mouse super rare if we able to pull that. There's like a decent number of things that we want to pull from here. But I can't open these by myself. I need my pack helper. Come here, boy. There's my son, Edison. He's gonna help us open these packs. Say hi, bud.
Hi.
All right. Which one should we open first, bud?
This.
That one? All right, let's see what we get. We're hoping for Ruby, Amber, or maybe some steel cards. We're looking for pirates. Of course, my boy. Or because any good cards would be happy to see here.
Yeah.
I'll help kind of get this one started as well. Come on. There we go. You got it? All right, and let me show you how to hold it for the camera here. I'm gonna let you get a little bit more here. You wanna kind of hold it upside down, like this. Sorry, the camera's gonna shake a little bit. And you wanna kind of showcase each card one by one. Who we got here? We got a chip.
Chip.
That's chip number 2 for the deck. We could play it.
I can say it. I don't know how to.
Oh, that's Heathcliff. Fairy ship. Yeah, how about I hold it like this for you, bud? Gold coin. You can speak up. It's okay. No need to be shy.
And Hawking.
Yeah.
Nick Wild.
Nick Wild. Okay. First uncommon's Prince Naveen. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Could be a bodyguard that we want to run. It's kind of an unfortunate stat line. Megabot. Okay. Nick Wild.
Nick Wild.
Alright. First rare is an ambush. Tap one of your characters to deal damage equal to their strength to a chosen character. Probably will not see a lot of play here. Oh my gosh. Another Scar, which is hilarious. That's 2 for 2 on the Scars. And a foil Micah Darling. Well, that's a rarity upgrade for our deck there, which is sick.
Also, you beat me in the Lorcana game almost because of that vanilla.
I guess I did. That's true. He did put in a lot of work. So we got a rarity upgrade here. We got another Scar, which we'll probably play. He had removal on a stick. He quests for 3. That's really good. And maybe this Prince Naveen and maybe this chip goes into the deck as well. All right. We're not playing the gold coin though. Yeah, that probably will not see play. All right. All right, here we go. All right, we got one more pack here. It's right here. Sweet. A second Scar is pretty strong, actually. That might be able to do a lot of work for us. We actually might need to play the 1/3 Minnie Mouse just to be able to have that. All right, here, put him over here so the camera can see him.
Okay.
Here.
White Rose.
All right.
Kakamora.
The other Kakamora. Definitely didn't use that.
Good job.
Good job.
Toodles.
All right.
Mr. Arrow.
Yep, Mr. Arrow. Not bad. Ooh, that's
Azurite.
very good. Sail the Azurite Sea. Very good Sapphire card.
Honey Lemon.
Honey Lemon as our first uncommon.
Jasmine.
Another Jasmine. We cannot stop pulling these dupes. It's crazy.
Tuck Tuck.
We got a Tuck Tuck. All right, first rare.
Mystical Tree.
Got a Mystical Tree. Okay.
Madam Mim.
Got a Madam super rare for our second.
And foil. Good job.
Foil, good job. Perfect. definitely not as much here. This is kind of a dud pack. We don't want to play these good jobs at all. Oh, and a puzzle piece, absolutely. Some decent amethyst cards though.
Actually, 11 cards in a deck.
It is.
I mean, 13 because of the puzzle piece.
This is true, Boyle. Very true. All right, thank you for the help. I appreciate it, son.
Bye.
All right. So all in all, we got a lot of duplicates. We're always happy to see this if we ever want to pivot to Sapphire, which I'm guessing we won't. But the card's just generically strong here. No big steel bombs. We're not gonna play these, unfortunately. So really it was all in that kind of first pack here. We got a little rarity upgrade. The Scar's big, and maybe the chip and then maybe the nipping. How we're gonna do this is we are going to take our pool of cards and we're gonna go ahead and upgrade our deck with them. And I'll give you a quick little deck profile with with the changes that we made. Then we can go into next week, open a couple more packs, change the deck up a bit more to see where we are, and go on from there. Alright, I'm back after changing the deck, and the deck looks a whole lot different already. I feel way more comfortable. This deck, it's definitely not perfect any stretch of the imagination, but it has like some different power plays that you can actually make in the deck that feel decently strong and viable. We're definitely slanting a lot more aggressive than the previous version of this deck. We'll see how long that lasts, of course, over the course of the week, but I think it's like a decent little start to the whole thing. So going over, we're going to go over our 1-drops that we have here. Of course, we got the 4 Moana 1-drops, probably one of the best 1-drops ever printed. 3-2, can't challenge unless you have a captain. We got captains in the deck. Our newest edition, 4 Stitch New Dog. We need this for our shift target in Stitch Rockstar. We might not need 4. You actually might be able to just drop this down to 3 now that I think about it. Might do that. But we have these for the inevitable shift target. And of course our other pirate that I think we're going to keep playing at 4, Michael Darling. We got that rarity bump, of course, from the pack. We got that foil Michael Darling now. You'll love to see it. These are the 1-drops we're playing. We're running 12. I think that'll be good. Like, we're kind of becoming more of a Stitch Rockstar pirate deck. And so I think this number seems pretty solid right now. We'll see what that looks like over the course of the weeks. Going over the 2-drops, we have 4 Kakamora Pirate Pitcher. We were originally on 2 of these before. Good card, but didn't feel like we had like a lot of strong plays to be able to make with this. Now with Stitch Rockstar and with Piglet, this feels like a really, really strong turn 3 play to be able to go 1-drop Piglet and then play this on 3, give our Piglet evasive till the start of our next turn, play another 1-drop, and then continue questing and being the aggressor from there. Big fan of this card overall. We did go down to 3 Rue. I still like Rue a lot. Being able to on play give something -2 and be able to challenge into it is something that this deck likes to do and wants to do pretty often. But I think if we're trying to be the aggressor most of the time, it's better to be able to like play a guy and get evasive, give something evasive for a while instead. And this thing also can be a helpful Diablo answer, where you can give one of our 8 pirate 1-drops evasive to kill a Diablo. Seems really strong. Plus, this is a 1-2 and Kakamora is a 1-3. The extra health is important for something we're going to go through down the line here. And then the rest of our 2-drops, we have our aggressive 2-drops. In our new edition, 3 Piglet, Pooh Pirate Captain. Like I said before when we were looking at it, one of the best aggressive cards ever printed in the game. If you have 2 or more characters, this thing quests for 3. This thing can get a base from Kakamora. It's a pirate. It works with all of our pirate stuff. It's a captain. It just works so well with so much of our deck, and probably one of the best things we could be playing. Probably should maybe get another gateway just to get a 4th at some point, but for now I think we're going to start with 3. And then 2 Wendy Darling. Wendy Darling is also super strong. Evasive target, or evasive character. If we have another pirate, it has 2. It becomes a 2/2 that quests for 2. Again, it can challenge Diablo. It can quest for 2. It's aggressive. It's just really, really good. Really, really good card. So these like 5 cards can help us be very strong aggressors over the course of the game, I believe. And this gives us 24 1 and 2 drops for our Stitch Rockstar to be triggering off of. We don't have a whole lot of draw left in the deck still, so we kind of need to rely on that a little bit. But that's something that we'll see over the course of the game here. Next up, onto our 3 drops. We're still keeping the 4 Owl. Being a 3/3 and having an effect that happens when we ink a card to -1 strength to summon until the start of our next turn is a pretty strong effect. And I think it's something that we're going to be keeping for a while if we continue to stick with the amber color scheme. And then we're still sticking with the 4 Jasmine. I do like this card. It's an aggressive card. It helps us in the aggro mirrors if we're going second to be able to pop 1 or 2 of these down and reduce a lore by 1. It does come up a little bit more than you would think over the course of the game. I wish this was a 3/3. I think if we're to do anything, this would come out for like other cards that would be better challengers. But I think where we're taking the deck right now for the first few weeks, I think this is totally fine. And then our last 2 3-drops are our 2 chips. We were able to pull a chip in our beginning packs and pulled another one just now in our 2 for $50. Chip's not bad. It's a 3/3. It gives us an extra lore, so it's good with Piglet. All in all, I think pretty solid. Pretty solid card that we're going to be playing here. So that's our 3s, 10 3-drops. Pretty standard, pretty standard. Then next up, our other new addition, 3 Goofy, Super Goof. For an aggressive deck, this is one of the best aggressive characters. We do have ways to make this stronger if we need to as a rush character. We don't play the 4-drop uninkable Kakamora, the pirate rush one anymore. And I'm questioning if that's something that we're gonna want to have in the deck early on or not. It's not the best card, but you know, in a world where we never find Maui, right? Like that card might just be our next best bet, just because it's able to hit things for 5, and it comes out a turn earlier, which ain't bad. But for now, this is a really good aggressive card that we get to play in our deck. And our last, the last 4 is our 2 John Silvers. Sorry about my daughter; she's coughing in the background. She's got a little nasty cough, but that's neither here nor there. We have these 2 John Silvers. It's not the best card, but it quests for 2. It's a pirate. It's a captain. It works with a lot of our lower curved cards. Being able to potentially quest with Piglet, then quest with this, ping our Piglet for 1 and ready it is probably really, really strong into a lot of non-steel decks. So it's something I want to explore and try out. It seems decently strong though. Next up are our 5-drops. Our 5-drops have gotten a lot different. We are not running the Fix It Felixes anymore. We are running our 2 Scar that we've been miraculously able to pull out of 4 or 5 set 6 packs so far, which is absolutely hilarious. I don't know about this card per se, but I think it's going to be really good early on. 3 lore body, 4/2, and when you play this, you get the Teeth Ambitions, deal 2 to one of your guys and deal 2 to something else. This could backfire on us potentially because it is a required effect. But that's why we tried to play a lot of the 1/3s in our deck, or at least the Kakamoras and like the Jasmine. So things with 3 health. There is probably gonna be some turns where like we'll have to kill one of our, you know, guys with only 2 health. But I think that's probably okay for the most part. It's different than Teeth Inhibition, where you just don't get any board presence out of this. Being able to have this 3 lore body on the field, I think is really, really strong. And a good thing for our deck early on. And again, another Diablo answer. I can never have enough Diablo answers in a deck, personally. And then we got 2 of the Nani bodyguards from the Gateway. In an aggressive deck, I think this bodyguard does pretty well. It's a 3/6, it dies to Medusa, blah, 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 but I think it's fine. And then we're still on the 1 Nani supporting sister, or carrying sister. Having support is good for the Super Goofs and other things that we want to challenge throughout the game. And it has the effect to where we can pay 2 ink and minus 1 strength to something till the start of our next turn. So we have the extra ink, being able to do that is pretty nice, and just a decent body all around. So that's our 5-drops. Moving on to our 3 6-drops. Our Stitch Rockstar. This is kind of our win condition in the deck right now. We have a ton of great targets for it. A lot of decent enter the battlefield effects that'll work well with Stitch Rockstar, like Rue or Kakamora, Pirate Pitcher, to be able to draw off and continuously quest for 3 in the game. Now, obviously, we're in set 6. This isn't set 1 anymore. This card isn't as powerful as it once was. But I think in the early on, we can make this work decently well. Being able to like play like a Moana, a 1-drop Moana, tap it, and draw a card, having it be 3 attack is nothing to sneeze at. It's very decent. Or like our evasive Wendy Darling. Just all on, we have a lot of good targets that we get to use this effect off of, and I think it's going to serve us really well in the early games here. We are 7 drops. We're still on the 2 Jim Hawkins and the 2 Moana. We are definitely lower on locations. So I don't know if this Moana is going to stick in the deck. I'm going to think it's probably not. I probably should actually take something out for this now. But I didn't want to go down too much on pirates for a lot of the various pirate effects that we have still in the deck. And then this Jim Hawkins still just like pretty decent. It's a bodyguard, so it's always like relevant there for our aggressive cards here, even though it is 7 to play. And it does have the potential to let us draw a lot of cards with on-play effect to reveal the top 4 and grab as many pirates as we want from the top 4 of our deck. I try to keep the pirate count as high as I could. I think we're about the same number as we were before. Maybe 1 or 2 less because I don't have the 4 Kakamora Rush unankable card anymore. But for the most part, this is still our 7 drops that we're playing. I think they'll serve us decently well, except for maybe the Moana. This actually maybe could become a Rush Kakamora again, or something lower to the curve here. That is all of our characters. 51 characters we're playing. Very character heavy deck. We don't have a lot of songs or items or whatnot that we want to play around for now. The items that we do have, we included 2 medallion weights. Now I was debating pretty heavily if we want to do lantern or medallion weights. I think both have a lot of merit. I'm opting for the extra draw and mid-range potential, or board contesting potential of this card in the mid-game a little bit more, I think, for the most part. We don't have a whole lot of like extra draw, so we'll in theory have a lot of extra ink potentially to use this effect pretty consistently. And it's good with Super Goof. It's just like a decent card all the way around, allowing us to trade up with some of our effects at like minus strength decently well. So we're gonna play this, see how it goes. Those are our 2 items. We're down from 6 to 2 locations, just 2 Skull Rock. I don't like 100 Acre Island. I think it's too slow, and I think for the effect that you're looking to do off of it, I think it's very easily playable to be played around, I think, for the most part. Skull Rock is really nice though. It's basically like a hidden cove where instead of having the extra help, you do get the +1 strength, and then if we have a pirate, we do gain a lore here. I like this card a lot, and I think it's something that will be good for our deck going forward. Having a hidden cove like effect in the deck is always really good. So that's our 2 locations. And now on to the songs. We're up to 3 I Won't Give In, which got a lot better now that we have Piglet. Being able to sing this or play this and grab Piglet back from the yard is really, really insane. This actually might just need to be 4, actually, now that I'm looking at this. Oh man, I'm really considering putting this at 4 now. We're gonna stick to 3 for now though. Maybe next week I'll change it to have us be at 4 instead, now that I look at it. And then our last 2 songs, we have 2 Lost in the Woods. For our aggressive turns where we have a key to like effect and we just want to make sure like, hey, your low cost guys aren't going to be able to contest my board as easily as you hope they would. This might not work out as well. This could very well just be a 4th I Won't Give In and some other card per se. Maybe another Skull Rock, for example. But I want to try it out, see where it goes. And that is our 60 card deck. Whole lot different than the deck you saw at the beginning where we were battling Vo to the death in our best of 3 hodgepodge decks here. There's a lot more going on here. I'm honestly surprised that we have like such like a decent little like core of cards, I'd say, already going into the first week or 2 here. Again, I don't know if we're gonna stick to Ruby Amber Pirates the whole way. I think there's a lot less support here for this color pairing, at least competitively, than there would be in other ones. But I think for now, it's definitely worth trying. Might be something if we're able to trade up to Rapunzel's, which right now we are nowhere near close to, would make this deck even better. But I think for now, it's a good starting off point. And I think it's something that I'm really excited to show off here in the coming weeks. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. Stay tuned for our next couple parts going through this challenge here. Please check out Vo's videos on his channel and see what the heck he's doing to make my life absolutely miserable with this. And I'll catch you guys later. See ya.